Welcome back to Politics Nation. Republicans claim the attack on Attorney General Eric Holder are all about fast and furious and subpoenas and contempt and who knew what when. But that's not the truth. Today, House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi said what it's really all about.
They're going after Eric Holder because he is supporting measures to overturn these voter suppression initiatives in the states. This is no accident. It is no coincidence. It is a plan on the part of the Republicans. Instead of bringing job-creating legislation to the floor, the transportation bill, they are holding the Attorney General of the United States in contempt of Congress for doing his job.
She's right. This is all politics. Attorney General Holder is fighting against some of the GOP's favorite far-right projects. He's blocking their voter suppression laws. He's challenging anti-immigrant laws. And he's refusing to defend the Anti-Gay Defense of Marriage Act. But there's another piece of evidence showing this is just about the Republican political agenda. GOP lawmakers are refusing to go after George W. Bush's Attorney General, Michael Mukasey, even though the gun-walking programs began during the Bush era and Mukasey himself knew about them. A recent Democratic report says, quote, in 2007, Mukasey was personally informed about the failure of previous law enforcement operations involving the illegal smuggling of weapons into Mexico, and that he received a proposal to expand these operations. In that briefing, Mukasey was told, quote, ATF would like to expand the possibility of such joint investigations and controlled deliveries, since only then will it be possible to investigate entire smuggling network rather than arresting simply a single smuggler. Mukasey knew about gun-walking programs long before Holder was ever Attorney General. If Republicans really wanted to get to the bottom of it, they'd call Mukasey to account as well. Yet, the Democratic report says, quote, the committee never held a hearing or even conducted an interview with the former Attorney General, Michael Mukasey. Joining me now is Jonathan Capehart, an opinion writer for the Washington Post and an MSNBC contributor. First of all, Jonathan, thanks for being here.
No, thanks, Reb.
I want to first mention that we called all 23 Republican members of the Oversight Committee that voted against Eric Holder, and none could join me tonight. None. Many were traveling today, but we do hope to have someone from their side on the show very soon. Now, Jonathan, let me go back to you. Shouldn't the Bush Attorney General be at least interviewed about a program that began during the Bush administration that he had knowledge of?
Sure. If the committee is truly interested in getting to the bottom of the Fast and Furious program, what it was all about, how it got started, why it got started, the ups and downs, and how it was possible that an agent was killed in the process of carrying out this operation, then yes, former Attorney General Mukasey should be interviewed. But as you said in the setup for this segment, the Republican-controlled committee isn't interested in talking to him, which is really too bad because, I thought those committees were supposed to be about, broadly and generally speaking, about investigating, holding people accountable, and getting at the truth of a problem. But that's not exactly where this committee appears to be going.
Now, when you look at the fact that Republicans, including Rush Limbaugh and Darrell Issa, are saying that this Fast and Furious was this administration's attempt to attack the Second Amendment. Listen to this.
The purpose of this was to gin up anti-Amendment 2 sentiment among the people in this country. The American people don't want, by a vast majority, any gun control legislation. But that doesn't matter to people like President Kardashian or Eric Holder or any of the Democrat Party or the left. They don't want you to have guns.
They've never answered the question, what were they thinking of? Could it be that what they really were thinking of was, in fact, to use this this walking of guns in order to promote an assault weapons ban? Many think so, and they haven't come up with an explanation that would cause any of us not to agree. This administration has trampled on the Constitution, on the First Amendment, on religious rights, and if you don't think that this Fast and Furious and things like it are the beginning of an attack in a second term on the Second Amendment, you really haven't evaluated this president.
Now, Congressman Issa seems to be following and parroting Rush Limbaugh here. You hear what Limbaugh say, you hear Issa says almost the same thing, yet not only is it interesting he's parroting Limbaugh, it's also interesting they try and act as though Fast and Furious started under this administration for the reasons of going after the Second Amendment, rather than it started under the Bush administration, who they won't call in that attorney general and deal with what the basis of his continuing the program was.
Right. Well, Rep, this is the conspiracy theory that I think we should be focused on, that Republicans think that Fast and Furious, or at least the narrative that they're putting out there, is that Fast and Furious is an Obama administration creation that is sort of this Trojan horse that would then allow the federal government to institute, as Limbaugh said, an assault weapons ban to keep guns out of the hands of Americans who want to have guns, to override the Second Amendment. That's the conspiracy theory that we should be focused on, not the conspiracy theory that Minority Leader Pelosi mentioned in her press conference that you showed at the top of your program. Congressman Issa and Republicans on the Hill on the Fast and Furious investigation are not going after Eric Holder because of what he's doing on a separate track on voter suppression laws. They're going after him on this specific issue for this specific reason, is quote unquote concern about the Second Amendment. Now, if there are plenty of other Republican chairmen up there on Capitol Hill who could haul Attorney General Holder in over voter suppression, over some of the other things that they have a problem with, and they have plenty of problems with Attorney General Holder, but they're not going after him on those things. They're going after him on Fast and Furious, and not on really the details of the botched program or the botched plan. They're going after him over emails that happened months after this agent was tragically killed, in an effort to have, say, a gotcha moment. And a gotcha moment that's just not going to come.
But, Jonathan, Senator Cornyn did say when he called on the Attorney General to resign, he specifically brought up the voter fraud. But let me tell you something, whether you go with Ms. Pelosi or whether you go with Rush Limbaugh, I have a better conspiracy. I think George Bush and his attorney generals set up Operation Wide Receiver. Then they came back and did the Hernandez case, and they came back with the Medrano case. All of this was Fast and Furious so they could set the President Obama up, who they knew they were going to be replaced by, who they knew was going to beat McCain, so he could go after the Second Amendment. It was Bush and Obama all along. How you like that one, Jonathan? Thanks for your time tonight. I'll give you overnight to think about that one.
Yeah,
if we're going to be crazy, let's go all the way crazy. Ahead,
Thanks,
I have a big question. Where did Mitt self-deportation Romney go? Wait until you see the softer Romney speak to a group of Hispanic elected officials today.